The leading digital lenders in the country have today announced the launch of the Digital Lenders Association of Kenya (DLAK) to promote industry-based practice and drive a coordinated approach in addressing the emerging industry's pressing issues. The DLAK, incorporated in 2019, brings together leading digital-first lenders and other key stakeholders to represent and promote the common interest of digital lenders, consumers, and the digital lending industry.
The Digital Lenders Association of Kenya is a newly formed association by like-minded lenders in the mobile lending space who have come together primarily to professionalize the industry. We have all invested heavily in the digital lending space, and it is in our interest that the way we conduct ourselves endears us to all stakeholders, starting with the consumers, and that the conduct by which we carry on our business is such that it can be sustained in the long term by upholding the basic principles of good business conduct. So we have managed to attract the first 14 members at the very beginning. We expect to reach 19, and we see ourselves getting to a number of 30 very soon. Among many other things that we want to promote is a code of conduct, which we'll be signing today. And through this, we want to enforce a certain minimum standard of professionalism among all players in the industry.
As an association, as the Digital Lenders Association, one of the things that we had to work on before coming up with a code of conduct was what we defined as a concept note, which was signed by every member. And we had 6 important issues that we were looking at. One being consumer protection. So we need to be at the forefront when you talk about consumer protection. We are well aware that as digital lenders, we are companies that have lots and lots of data, which has to do with how we provide credit to these consumers, how we use that information, how the consumer is informed about how the data will be used is very important to us. The other thing, again, is how do we store the data? So we are happy to come forward as an association and work with like-minded, whether it's from the telco sector or the banking sector, or even at the government level, to be able to solve such issues which are affecting our consumers. We're very excited to already be in this association because we know we're leading this path. As many other countries continue to also pursue the financial inclusion agenda, they will be looking at how has it been done in Kenya? How did they get it right? So that's why we said we have to sit and make sure that we work together collaboratively and make this work for the consumer. And we can maybe be the blueprint for what the other countries look at. Then secondly, there's a huge push or a huge agenda where the youth are being encouraged to get into entrepreneurship, which is a very good thing because we have many people with brilliant ideas. However, one of the things that's been lacking is access to capital, as we all know. Therefore, it takes the innovations that are currently in the market to take that risk and say, for this entrepreneur who probably does not have a shop, they probably do their business online. They do not have credit history, as it's been mentioned. So you cannot go back and say, how have you been borrowing before? Probably it's the first time that they're borrowing. They also may not be able to access other source of funds. How are we able to include them in this agenda? How are we able to empower them to be the entrepreneurs?
Reporting for Kenya Digital News, I'm Erastus Zomo.